everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Chiefs coming in at 5-9, going up against the Huskies, who come in at 15-0. So for the call of this Week 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Toronto Huskies and the Kansas City Chiefs. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And a cutback to the sideline. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that'll be good for a KC first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him. And his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
You got to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Hey. Now let's go. Blue, landed. Blue, Leopard.
He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses the stiff arm. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 4. They're going to look to throw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll go with a keeper. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Now let's go. Green, 30. No. Gun. Over.
Play clock winding down. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. No gain, and it's second down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
To throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it, but he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
3rd down and 12.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out in the pistol. They begin the drive with Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
All right, now look at this now. Detroit!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receiver. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by doubt.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give them the 1st down. They come up in an offset eye. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, nice move. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And on 2nd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll look to throw here. He finds Coleman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff. Johnson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come out here in the I. Now a first carry for their fullback. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. So a 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. We're back now in KC. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
To throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 4th and 4.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, and the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments in this one. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Watch it now, Barney!
The setup to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
39! Green, 39! Right, check, 59. Let's get it together. All right, now, look at 56. Look, Leopard!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Alert, alert. All right, here we go. No, check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Over.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And now they're in the hurry up. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Past the 20. Touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
and touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll set up a throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. He's going to go for a big play. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And out come the Chiefs now. One-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The tight end in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. What's the motion? What's the motion? Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They go play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go. Detroit. Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw here. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperate. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up? Or do they go for two and try and win it right now?
Oh, he missed. He missed the extra point. They got the touchdown they desperately needed on the final play, but the PAT is no good, and they go down in defeat. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd down, 8. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They've got some decisions to make now. In field goal range already. How do you play this out?
You check with your kicker to make sure the spot that he told you that he wants it is still the same as the game has gone on, because sometimes the kickers have to make adjustments. They may all of a sudden become more confident about their range and their spot. They may become...
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and that changes everything here in OT. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50, but neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for Kansas City, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Toronto, it is a disappointing end to their hopes for a perfect season as they finish so close at 15-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.